Will sex actually help you sell what you're offering?
Maybe. Today I teach you how. I'm Maverick, the marketing consultant. Hi, I'm Maverick. I've been a Fortune 500 marketing consultant for over a decade or so. I'd like to teach you everything I know with absolutely no sales pitches. Before you run, you have to learn how to walk. Before you learn how to walk, you have to learn how to crawl. And before you watch this video, I need you to understand one fundamental thing. People do not buy what you're selling for the reasons you think. If you're a fencing company, you think, well, they need a new fence. No, they don't. It may be one of many things, but people have a certain amount of money. And when they use this money, they're buying 5 things and 5 things alone. And they are as follows. Generally speaking, they want to increase their health, wealth, mating options, status, or convenience. Now, status could be external or internal. It could be, hey, look at me shine, right? Or it could be internally, wow, I feel good, I feel great, this is giving me meaning. But either way, you need to understand when people are buying something, they're buying one of these 5 things. Health, wealth, mating options, status, internally or externally, and of course, convenience. A long time ago in a place far, far away, Las Vegas, I was doing consulting for a brand new hot club in Caesar's Palace who was trying to position themselves in the market as the best place to go and meet and greet the potential mate of your dreams. They were selling sex, right? So the problem was there were so many other clubs on the strip already doing this. There were so many other places you could go and potentially meet the man or woman of your dreams. So what could we sell people that they weren't already getting from these other clubs? And it was very simple. They were already buying mating options at these other clubs. We couldn't sell them health. We couldn't sell them wealth. We couldn't sell them convenience. So what's left? Status. We sold them status. And what we did was install a big, beautiful backdrop, just like you see in Hollywood at all these galas, with the logo of the club in the back, and they could get a picture of themselves in front of this backdrop, post it on social media, which was getting free advertising for the club, and building their status. In turn, building their mating options at the same time. So even if they came to the club and they didn't find the man or woman of their dreams, they could still come away with increased status, something we could guarantee without even talking about it. They saw it and they bought into it. So one of the most famous case studies I've seen at all time in leveraging mating options to sell stuff that has nothing to do with the product or service at all is GoDaddy. Years ago, during the Super Bowl, nobody was leveraging mating options in the interest of selling their stuff. Nobody. GoDaddy was the first one to do it. GoDaddy built their entire brand around this sexy, saucy idea that had beautiful brunettes with, they're well endowed, right? With these tight t-shirts with the GoDaddy logo, and it sold a ton of web hosting, and it worked incredibly well for them. Not because they were selling mating options, but just because they used mating options. They used the fact that you could see these beautiful women in the ads to garner attention and sell web hosting. And it actually worked. And these campaigns were so successful, they built GoDaddy into the web hosting Goliath that they are today. Now, one of the most important things to remember with regard to the GoDaddy case study is you cannot use mating options as clickbait. I had a client that came to me in 2021, and he had run some really successful ad campaigns from a click-through rate perspective, not from a sales perspective. And I had never seen click-through rates this high. However, so much bounce traffic on their website, on their forums, it didn't make any sense until I saw what he was doing. What he was doing was using scantily clad, very attractive females on the actual ads. But when people clicked through, the females disappeared. All he was talking about, well, I can talk about it now, accounting services. And I'm saying, what the hell does accounting services have to do with these ads? You're getting the clicks, but not the conversions. It was clickbait. It just didn't work. He couldn't understand why they were clicking through with the headline, but not following up and filling out a form. And I said, it's very simple. They're clicking through because they think they're going to see more images of this girl. And that's why it's not working. We changed our campaigns and made it more productive. So and I see companies do this all the time, using women as clickbait. Number one, you're going to get an irrelevant audience that just wants to check out more pictures of these girls. And number two, it's very inauthentic. It's very insincere. If your brand is not completely woven into this sexy sauciness like GoDaddy was doing. If you want to completely transform your brand, go right ahead, but do not use mating options as click-through bait. It's not effective, and it's going to waste a ton of money on your marketing. So now that you understand people aren't really buying what you're selling, what they're actually buying are one of 5 things: health, wealth, mating options, convenience, or status. And because of that, now we can start leveraging mating options in the interest of selling what you're offering if we feel as though it's going to work. It reminds me of a few years ago, 2 lovely women came to me and they had a great idea, a really clever business idea. And what it was group activities for young parents with toddlers. And the parents would sign up for these classes with their toddlers, membership fees. They would come in a group setting with other parents with toddlers and sing and dance and have a great time with each other. The problem was sales were staggering. So what they did was niche it specifically for single parents. Unfortunately, it still didn't work. So I took a look at everything they were doing and the ad videos, and I realized what they were already selling was status, right? Internally, they felt great about the classes, what they were doing with their kids. Externally, it made them look great online. It made them look like great parents. We couldn't sell them health. We couldn't sell them wealth. We couldn't sell them convenience. In fact, it was inconvenient to go there. So what was left? Mating options. Maverick, how are you going to pull this off? How are you going to sell childhood development classes with mating options? Well, what we did was we realized back then there weren't a lot of single dating websites, and single people were kind of trapped in the whole parenthood, going to work, being a parent, going to work, being a parent. They weren't really meeting a lot of other single parents. So what we did was develop all new videos, but this time, in the backdrop of these kids running around singing and dancing, nobody cares, was showing the parents mingling, enjoying some apple juice together in the corner while the kids were playing during a break period. What we showed were attractive men and women getting together, enjoying each other, but again, as the hidden benefit of these videos. Video is a great thing because you can do so many amazing things in videos that nobody even knows you're doing. Subconsciously, you're seeing something and you don't even know what the person's doing. It's almost like magic. So the point is, what we were really selling with these videos, the hidden benefit, was you could meet other single parents, mating options, under the guise of bringing your kids in, having a great time, singing and dancing and doing fun stuff with Susie and Timmy, but at the same time, you may just meet the man or woman of your dreams. And that is using mating options in the interest of selling what you're offering. You know, one time I broke up a horrible fist fight going on behind my high school. What was going on is a bunch of kids were jumping one kid. And I didn't like that. That's not fair, and that's not good marketing. But what I noticed was the kid laying on the ground, he wasn't protecting his head, he wasn't protecting his knees or anything like that. He was protecting his genitals. And that's because that force that we all have to meet the man or woman of our dreams, to recreate, to mate, to have a healthy, loving family is so strong and so powerful. And so if you can leverage that need with your marketing, either directly or indirectly, like we did with that toddler activity center, you are off to the races. You're going to make a ton of money and you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Just remember, don't be sleazy, don't be inauthentic. Make sure it's completely authentic and make sure that it's classy, fun, and a little bit saucy. So I'm Maverick, the marketing consultant, your marketing consultant. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, I'll see you here back next week. Take care. Bye-bye.